tech, and operational experts. But it didn't start that way. Even Amazon wasn't the Amazon we now know early on. It rewired itself by investing in the technologies and enterprise capabilities, and continuously improving them over time, to become digital to its core. While Amazon's success is well known, there are also good examples of large established companies that are winning the digital and AI transformation race and creating greater digital distance between themselves and their rivals. Those successes are based on hard-won lessons that have coalesced into a recipe for what works. This book is that recipe. This book is their story. Digital as a source of competitive advantage. Not so long ago, executives at established companies would often choose to delay changes to their core systems because it would be cheaper and less risky to do it later when the system has been tested and proven by others. Executives would say, "We want to buy standard packages. It's too expensive and complicated to build custom ones." Technology was, of course, needed to run the company, but it rarely provided a competitive advantage because any company could buy the same technology from vendors. The advantage, if there was one, was to deploy these systems on time and on budget and to make good use of the capabilities purchased. This has all changed and been flipped on its head. Companies still purchase systems from vendors to run their enterprise, but the rise of digital technologies and the related new architectural paradigms and ways of developing software are making it possible to also develop and maintain proprietary applications. As the software industry matures and evolves, a software supply chain has emerged where you can develop applications by assembling them from existing software building blocks and develop new code only where necessary. These developments, and new ones on the horizon, such as generative AI, are radically reducing the cost and time to develop proprietary applications and making it possible for any company to compete on that basis now. So, where are those examples of established companies that have built a competitive advantage from digital and are being rewarded for it? Many factors impact a company's performance, and let's be honest, it takes time to transform a company deeply enough that the results will show on their financial performance. Nevertheless, the question remains fundamental. Established companies are making substantial organizational and financial commitments to digital. The low success rate raises questions if this is all worth the effort. Our own analysis from surveys over the years has clearly indicated that top-performing companies achieve significant improvements when they implement a series of digital practices. Our most recent survey of more than 1,300 senior business executives, for example, reveals that 70% of top performers use advanced analytics to develop proprietary insights. 50% use AI to improve and automate decision-making. Building on this baseline, we set out to develop some hard, empirical data that ties digital transformation to financial outperformance. We turn to the banking industry, where we have a unique benchmarking data set for 80 global banks in developed markets. And banking is a sector that has been digitally transforming for 5 to 10 years, providing enough time to see the effects of transformation. Our research covered the 2018 to 2022 timeframe and focused on a group of 20 digital leaders and 20 digital laggards, which helped bring into sharp relief 3 major insights. 1. Digital leaders outperformed. Digital leaders had better return on tangible equity, ROTE, a key financial metric in banking, and had improved it more as well. Likewise for PE ratio. Over this time period, digital leaders outgrew laggards with better operating leverage. As a result, they grew total return to shareholders, TSR, 8.2% annually versus just 4.9% for laggards. Digital leaders were financially rewarded. 2. Competitive advantage comes from end-to-end business model transformation. We looked at 4 measures of business model transformation in banking and how these measures progressed over time for our digital leaders and laggards. The first metric looked at customer adoption of a mobile banking app. While leaders stayed ahead of laggards, both made robust improvements.